Well, good morning. Today is Friday, April 16th. It's time for our weekly meeting highlight. But we'll start off with how I did this past week. Let's take a look. Yeah, I had a small gain. If my face is a little weird looking, I just came back from the dentist, and so this side of my face is probably, well, it is, it's numb. I can't, I don't know how long from the Novocaine and that. So, but I wanted to get my highlights up. But I did have a small gain of a 0.8. I have a total loss of 84.6. I had to weigh myself 2 hours earlier than I normally do. I wasn't expecting a loss this week anyhow, and your weight fluctuates for various reasons, so not that I'm fine with the 0.8 gain, but I wasn't expecting a loss. So I have decided for the month of April, I'm going to still track on my phone what I'm eating, but I'm not going to stress about food too much. So I might have a pound or two gain this month. I just need to get my mind back in the game. And so, not that I'm fine with having a gain, because I'm not, but I feel so much better with the decision that I've made, and I just know that next week will be better. I also started walking every day this week, and I think that my body's holding a little bit of water in my muscles. Like I said, I don't walk to lose weight, but I don't walk to gain weight either. But I really do think it's a combination of that. I did track on my phone all week, and I got a blue dot. I think at least 5 of the 7 days I got a blue dot. I did use my weeklies. I know from my past experiences that if I want to lose weight, I have to stick to strictly my dailies, which is 23 points. And really, in actuality, if I really want to lose weight, I have to hit around 19 or 20 points. Right now, I'm not in the right frame of mind for that. I will get back to that, so stick with me, I guess is what I'm saying. But anyway, today's weekly highlight is how to make a healthy habit stick. The problem with being with Weight Watchers for so long is it just seems like they keep recycling the same topics, and they really probably haven't, because if somebody's new, this is a new subject to them. But somebody like me that's been going to them for 4.5 years, I've heard this before. But it's always worth repeating. It's not something that's not going to help. So it says how to make a healthy habit stick. Better habits don't happen overnight, but you can make a healthy change in a week, and here's how. They say that you can do a habit like I think it said 21 days. I think it needs a little bit longer than 21 days, but every day makes it a little bit easier to stick to the habit if you stick to it. Like if you do it today and then do it again tomorrow, it gets a little bit easier on the next day, then the next day, and the next day. It does get easier. So one of the first things they say is to brainstorm. Say you want to commit to eating healthier. How will you make this happen? Start by brainstorming 3 methods that will support this behavior. Examples can include tracking your meals when you sit down to eat, adding more zero-point ingredients to your dishes, or prepping a Smart Point friendly lunch the night before. As far as prepping the lunch the night before, I know that so many people are working from home. One of my subscribers, I think it was Mary Fran. I'm not really sure from No Excuses. I could be wrong about that, but I think it was Mary Fran that had said that what she does is she packs her lunch, she puts it in her refrigerator, and just to make herself feel like it's a little bit of really a working environment, she goes out her front door, comes around into her back door, gets her meal from the kitchen refrigerator, sits at the table, eats her lunch, takes her full break, and then when she's done, she goes back out through the back door, back in through the front door, and starts working again. I kind of like that technique. It kind of breaks up your day a little bit from just like staying in your house and walking around. Also, I think she goes for a walk every once in a while if she has time. Try to keep the same habits that you had when you were working away from home that you want to include when you're working at home. I know that my daughter works from home and she loves it because, like on her breaks, she can get a little bit of house cleaning done, throw a load of laundry in. She takes a nap on her lunch hour sometimes, not every day, because she works 2 jobs, and so she's tired. But she can run the vacuum or something. So, and then she doesn't have the commute back and forth to work, so she has plenty of time. So also, I mean, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us eat in our cars as we're traveling, especially when we have a distance to go. When I worked, it was about a half hour, 40-minute drive to get to work. There was many a time I snacked on the way to work and snacked on the way home from work. When you're at home, it's so much easier to do that. So try to make a habit of setting aside the snacks that you're going to have and make them easy to grab so that you're not going to go to your pantry where it's not going to cost you money. At the work, it costs you money for a vending machine. At home, you've already got the stuff. So, try to think of that. Also, I have done in the past is plan a menu for the week. I have done that, and it has worked, but I am not a very patient person, and so I really sometimes just don't have the patience to sit down and do that. And I don't commit to it. Even when I did it, I didn't commit to it 100%. Not to say that I didn't commit to the plan itself. It was just that if I had planned on like bacon and eggs for breakfast on that particular morning and I felt like pancakes, I would adjust my menu, but try to stay within the same points. So that did work for me. And remember that when you're adding the 0-point foods, that they still have calories, because like one egg is 72, I think it's 72 calories, and it's 0 points. But if you have 2 eggs, that's 144 calories. So try to be kind of conscious of the calorie count. I'm not saying a calorie count, but I'm just saying keep in mind the 0-point foods aren't necessarily 0 calories. Number 2 is schedule and repeat. Now pick one of your ideas and try to do it at least 3 times this week. If you're usually running a mile a minute, it might help to jot a task like meal prep in your calendar with a designated time or cue. This week I think what I'm going to do, sorry, with my mouth being numb, all the saliva is building up in my mouth. You don't need to know that, I know. Just a minute. It's a little hard to drink even. I've got some water over there. Anyway, I think what I'm going to try to do this week, at least 3 times, is I'm going to plan out my meals for the next day, the day before. I usually wake up in the morning and plan my meals for the day. I think that what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to plan 3 meals, probably Monday, and I'll show you on my daily vlog what I planned out that I'm going to eat. So I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those will be the 3 days I'm going to plan out, and I'll show you what I plan on doing. And I'll see if that makes a difference for me next week on my way in. And the third thing they do is say, check in with yourself. Yeah, noting how you feel at the end of the week is part of the process. When you acknowledge your ability to make a change and note how this transaction has positively impacted your life, you will continue to build even more life-changing habits down the road. Okay, I decided probably a week or 2 ago that I was going to just kind of relax and not stress about food so much. I'm still going to do my walking every day because I do love to do that. I walk 2 miles every morning. I walk 1.5 miles with my sister Denise. She's thinking that next week she's going to walk the full 2 miles with me. And I do track my foods on my phone. I decided that just for the month of April, I wasn't going to stress about food, but I was going to be conscious of my food. The difference for me being is when I was stressing so much, I was always thinking, oh, how many points is that? Can I put that in my mouth? Oh, what am I going to have for this meal? What can I have for that? Now I kind of go with the flow and know in my mind, I will always, always, always follow the Weight Watcher diet plan. It's a lifestyle that works for me. It's a lifestyle that I can truly adapt to. It's one that I really like, and so I know it. Does that mean I'm going to stay with Weight Watchers forever? I don't think so. I do like the program, but I do feel that they're taking it in a whole different direction right now, and I know a lot of it has to do with what's going on in the world with the pandemic and everything, but they're closing so many studios. They're going to strictly online help, and I have been doing online, and I did online all of last year, and I did have a loss. So I can't blame my gains this year on the going online with the WW. I blame my lack of enthusiasm this year is just a sense of, I'm just tired of the way the world is right now, I guess. And I know that's not an excuse, but I think if you acknowledge what your reasonings are and you face them head on, it helps you out a lot more. I do realize that I've just kind of lost a little bit of a pep in my step as far as wanting to lose weight. And I just think I needed to take a step back and reevaluate my plans and my life and things like that. And like I said, the Weight Watcher program itself will always be in my life for the rest of my life, till the day I die. I will follow the plan because it works. It really does work. My head space, my mind space right now is just really not 100% in the game. I've lost so much this past year as far as, like, I don't know what it is. It's just like being around other people, not being afraid to be in a room with other people. I still am in that place. I've been double vaccinated. My husband Jim wanted to go out to breakfast this morning. We had dual appointments. I had an appointment with the dentist, and he had an appointment 3 blocks over with his chiropractor. So we drove together. And then he wanted to go to the pancake house to get some pancakes. And as much as I would have liked to have gone pancakes, and I'd like to say that the reason I chose not to go was because I know it was too high in points. The reason is I'm still a little leery. And I don't like this feeling of being leery of living my life. And so, unfortunately, I think a lot of times I'm turning to food to kind of replace the joy I was getting of being with other human beings. And now it's to the point that, like, oh my gosh, I got my mask on, and oh, she got a mask on, and oh, I'm vaccinated, but that means I'm safe, and can I be this close to somebody? Do you have something? I don't like this feeling. And so I think that the bad habit that I'm falling into is stressing too much about getting sick. I have to just trust in God and know that as long as I follow all the basic things that you're supposed to do, I am double vaccinated. Now they're saying that we'll probably have to get a vaccination every year. I don't have a problem with that. You get a flu shot every year, so what difference does it really make? So I'm just going to try to get into a better frame of mind, which I think I'm in a pretty good frame of mind. I'd feel in a better frame of mind if I was losing weight. But I am definitely going to try to do better at feeling better, I guess. I know in a nutshell. Who knows? So one of the things that they tell you to do is to choose a focus. You want to eat better, move more, sleep soundly, shift your thinking. I think I eat pretty good. Like I said, I just have to stop eating so many of my weekly points. I am moving more in the last couple weeks because I'm back out walking, so I'm following that. I sleep well no matter what. I can fall asleep in a chair. I can win the gold medal on that one. I just reached an age, I think, where you just kind of nod off. I get a full 8 hours sleep. I go to bed between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and I get up between 8 and 10. So I get 8 hours of sleep, and I sleep sound the whole night, so I do get that. And like I said, shift your thinking. For the month of April, I've just kind of going with the flow, I guess. Trying to get my frame back. I am planning a family dinner next Thursday for my son Danny. It's his 44th birthday on Sunday, so we're going to do a family dinner on Thursday. My family has all been vaccinated, so we'll be safe, and we're still going to try to see. This is the thing that bothers me, is we're still going to be a little bit physically distant, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to hug, because we are vaccinated, and according to the experts, that should be enough. But I'm going to err on the side of caution. And so the second thing is the brainstorm. Ideas for 3 behaviors that will help you focus is to try to feel like you're eating better. Like I said, I feel like I'm eating a little bit better. I'm eating a little bit more than I was before, if that's even possible. But I feel pretty good with my choice this month. And it says to choose 3 ideas that'll help you focus, and just try one of them for the week. And like I said, the one I'm going to try is planning out a menu for the next day, three times this week. So I'm going to do it on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, I will show you my menu plans on my daily vlog. When behaviors have an immediate positive impact, they're more reinforcing, meaning we're more likely to want to do them again. And the more we repeat a behavior at the same time using the same cue, the more likely it'll become a habit, which is all good. Now, do you need help figuring out which healthy habits to try building? Think about some of these. One of the things is to eat better. They tell you to track your meals when you sit down to eat, include a vegetable with every meal, and prep lunch while cleaning up for breakfast. I do track my meals. I have to break the habit of watching TV while I'm eating. That's a habit that I have that I could probably break. And I love vegetables, and I always try to include a vegetable with every meal, but I don't always succeed. To move more, stand up and move every hour. Take a nightly walk. Dance it out in the morning to your favorite tune. Well, I love to dance, but I love to sing also. I take a morning walk instead of a nightly walk. I do stand up a lot. I have an Apple Watch that will remind me every hour that I need to get up and move, so that helps me out a lot too. And sleep soundly. Read a book before going to bed. Not a tech book, not a homework book. Write a worry list to clear your head. Put on calming music and stretch. I do find if I read a book before I go to bed, I do sleep better. I really don't worry too much, other than when I'm out and about with the public. So that's the only time I really worry. And I don't put calming music on because I have one of those, what is it, a worm that you get in your head? Then when I lay in bed, I hear the same sound constantly looping. So I can't do that one. That one definitely I can't do because I get on a loop. A brain worm. That's what they're called, a brain worm. And the last thing they do is to shift your thinking. Write down 3 good things each night. Think of a non-scale victory every morning. And call your friends when you're stressed. I always look for the positive even in a negative. Every time a negative comes up in my life, I always try to spin it around to find the positive. It's not always easy. I will admit it's not always easy, but it's not impossible. You can always figure out something, somehow, I hope. The recipe is for cheesy cauliflower waffles. I love cauliflower, I love cheese, I love waffles, but I'm telling you, I'll show you a picture of this. This doesn't look that great to me. It's 3 points on the green and 2 points on the blue and the purple. You use 2 cups of cauliflower rice, some carrots, some mozzarella cheese, an egg, chives, pepper, non-fat Greek yogurt, and horseradish. Well, I like all the ingredients other than the Greek yogurt, but it's not one I'm going to try. But if you try it and you like it, let me know. So anyway, that is going to do it for today for our weekly technique, which is to build healthy habits. 0.8 gain, not the direction I want to be going in, but for the month of April, I'm content with it for now. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys either on my daily vlog or I will see you here next week. Let me know in the comments below what's a healthy habit that you need to build on and what's a bad habit that you need to break. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.